thing that is very distinctive about Path with Art is even though we and our School for Recovery offer a host of classes, the ones that Path with Art brings to Recovery Cafe are the only ones that are not word related and verbal related. And so many of our members also suffer from learning challenges, and to have a way to express themselves that is not just based on words is really important to them.
I like to encourage creativity in people, and myself and others, because I find that being creative kind of sort of gives you a voice to express who you are, and a lot of the residents here have a hard time doing that. A lot of them have a hard time thinking beyond just mere survival things, you know? It's something that they're used to. If you're homeless, that's kind of sort of what you have to do. You struggle just where to get food, where to get shelter, how to keep safe. And so there's not a lot of room for what I guess some people would take for granted to be free, creative space for individuals. And I think that that's really important for mental health and for personal expression and personal freedom.
So what does Path with Art bring to the Recovery Cafe community? The different classes in the arts, voice, writing, painting, just a great variety, does two major things for the members of our community. One, it helps replace destructive habits with positive habits, and habits that help build self-esteem and nurture their own self-discovery and self-awareness. And two, I believe it really is a part of the healing process. That sometimes if a trauma is so deep, it is sometimes something nonverbal that will actually bring it to enough to the surface that the healing process can begin.
I don't think I've heard of any other program in Seattle that provides such a diverse array of artistic programs, artistic education for low-income individuals, for the vulnerable people that we work with.
My clients that I work with now have been referred to us through Harborview's medical respite program. They are going into Harborview off the street for some sort of medical issue, usually pretty severe medical issue. So the population is very interesting, very challenging, and also really rewarding too, because they're usually very, very, very happy to be in housing. And I think Path with Art gives people that opportunity to come out and feel comfortable in the community. A place to feel like they're welcome, that they're treated with respect, treated with dignity, and then they can come back to their apartment feeling like I am worth something. And I see a community that happens. And within our buildings, community within our building is fantastic. Any type of community building, any type of interaction, positive interaction, is great for self-esteem, for just paying your rent on time, keeping your room clean, so many down the list of things. And I think that community is what helps.
If they could think of making a creative piece of art that helps them to think creatively in terms of finding solutions to their lives, finding ways to make their life better that they hadn't thought of before, because they're using their imagination, which is something that is not encouraged a lot from where they come from.
For example, there was a woman who came to me and showed me what she had painted in a Path with Art class, and I said, wow, tell me about this. And she said, well, what I could tell you is I was able to put on paper a wound that I've never been able to touch before. never been able to bring to the surface before. I took that as the really strong beginning of her healing.